Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is another episode of Philly Talk. What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to jump on here and talk about this finishing touches when it comes to the coaching staff. Everybody's officially, got their position. So let's talk about it. What's going on, Mayor Slat? Chilling. We'll get ready to watch these Sixers play at 8 o'clock. So I won't be on here long, maybe 45 minutes to an hour at the most. But like I said, so we get our wide receiver coach today, Aaron Moorhead, ex-Colt wide receiver. Didn't really do nothing, played 5 years in the NFL. Pretty trash, if you ask me. He did win the Super Bowl with the Indianapolis Colts after he got out of the NFL. Sorry about that. After he got out of the NFL, he pretty much was the coach. He was a wide receiver coach for Virginia Tech, a wide receiver coach for Texas A&M, and a wide receiver coach for Vanderbilt. So, he was a wide receiver coach in the past, but for some colleges teams, hasn't really done much other than that. And the Eagles take a chance and pretty much make him the wide receiver coach. I don't know how I feel about this move. I feel like we got 10 people in this offense. Yeah, it's crazy. But so the two dudes that we hired after when Doug Peterson came out and made a statement that we're not going to have an offensive coordinator, and we're hiring people making up names. Yeah, possibly, definitely. But so the two coaches that we brought in here, Rich Scanganello and Andrew Briner. When we first brought them in here, we didn't know what their positions was going to be. But Rich Scanganello, the offensive coordinator for the Denver Broncos last year, is now our senior offensive assistant. Whatever that means. Assistant to the offense to Doug Peterson. So pretty much instead of making him our offensive coordinator, you said there's no offensive coordinator, but you're going to make him a senior offensive assistant, which is damn well offensive coordinator to me. He's going to be the second to blame if stuff goes wrong. And then Andrew Briner is the passing game analyst. So they made Press Taylor the passing game coordinator with the new guy, the Mississippi State passing game coordinator, to be the passing game analyst, I guess, to analyze how bad Press Taylor possibly can do at this job. With all that being said, at the end of the day, this offense is going to rely on Doug Peterson's play calling. It's as simple as that. Doug Peterson is going to have to do what he got to do. Simple and plain. Yeah. Doug Peterson, as times last year, was very predictable. Could it have been possibly all the injuries that he was suffering and whatnot. The fact that, Mike Groh wasn't innovative at all on the sidelines with him. I don't know. But there's not going to be many excuses this year if we can get healthy, if we can hit this draft, if we make moves in free agency, which is something else. There's been, nothing like super reliable. Derek Carr put out a article about it, and now a lot of things like Clutch Sports and all these, second tier reporting articles are talking about some Eagles in a running for Amari Cooper. I don't believe in how real this is and the source and whatnot. So I'm not taking anything serious until it starts getting talked about by in-house people and whatnot. Some of the Eagles beat reporters, Tim McManus and stuff like that. John Clark, DA Goat. They need me to be the OC. I'll talk them to another Super Bowl. Hey, I hear that word. You know what I mean? Run the ball a little bit, especially if Miles Sanders is going to be healthy. We get a big back there. We got to run the ball more. That That really does, balance an offense. It keeps everybody, second guessing what's going to happen. Can't be running the ball. Can't be passing the ball out of the shotgun on like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2s. Like, you could say they're not expecting it, but at the end of the day, you just can't do that. You got to run the ball. But yeah, so there's not many big names on this, reinvented coaching staff. Let's go through some more. So Matt Burke is not only the defensive line coach, he's the also assistant in the running game coordinator with Jeff Stoutland. We already know Mark Emanuel is the DB coach. TJ Pagnetti is the assistant to the run game coordinator, and Dino Vasso is the assistant coordinator to the defense. So, like I said, a bunch of names. They're trying to get as many people as possible, I believe. And I don't know. We will see. Bro, we hire all the people and just give them any names. We can make I already read that. It's cool. But at the end of the day, the draft is coming, and that's where we need to start buckling down. I'm about to start doing a lot of videos when it comes to, not just the first round pick. We talked about the first round pick many times. We keep talking about it. Is it a receiver? Is it a cornerback? What are we going to do? Who's the receivers we want? Who are the cornerbacks we want? But I want to start getting into the 3rd round. Touch a little bit of the second too, because whatever we don't do on the first, we'll do on the second. But I want to get into the 3rd round pick, the 4th round pick, the 5th round pick, especially with all our compensatory picks. Our compensatory kicks are going to give us 2 thirds, 3 fourths, 2 fifths. We have a lot of stuff that we can do. And like I said, getting these guys in, when Rich Scaganello and Andrew Brenner were hired to the Philadelphia Eagles, we did not know what they were going to do. Now we know. Rich Scaganello is the senior offensive assistant, which is basically OC, not named OC. And Andrew Brenner is the passing game analysis. Tyrese Hayes, I think the problem is we need to get younger and get some speed. I'm not ready to quit. Just say it's a bad hire. I really want to see Wentz with a couple speed wideouts, personal matchups. Oh, yeah, definitely. Look at this. This is our 6th wide receiver coach, I believe 6 in the last 5 years or something along those lines. For the simple fact that, as much as maybe the wide receiver coaches ain't doing their job, the fact is we are not getting wide receivers in here to do their job. The Super Bowl run, Alshon Jeffery did what he needed to do. Torrey Smith was older, but he got down the field when needed to. Nelson Aguilar was the only year he deserved to be an Eagle. So hopefully, we'll see what this Aaron Moorhead can do. I'm not big on him. He's not a big name. He played 5 years for the Colts, won a Super Bowl as probably a backup, and he was the wide receiver coach for 3 colleges: Virginia Tech, Texas A&M, and Vanderbilt. James Weller, you changed your name? Yeah. Well, I'm trying to do things with this channel, so it's the Philly talk. It's always been Philly talk. You see the intro. We got this Eagles. We got the Sixers. Philly talk. So I had had a YouTube account for the longest time. I just didn't make videos, and my name has been Philly Mike forever. All my gamer tags for PlayStation, all my betting usernames like on FanDuel and whatnot is Philly Mike. So I just left it at that. But now, of course, I'm still going to go by Philly Mike. Still going to be Philly Mike in my videos. I'm still going to refer as that. But the Philly Talk Podcast is going to be the name of the channel. But I'm still Philly Mike. Simple, plain. So all my videos are still going to be that. And if you want to follow me at Twitter, it's at Philly_Mike25. And that's what I do. And I just recently made a Twitter because I never used to be on that. But anyways, like I said, it's going to come down to Doug Peterson just, doing what he needs to do and being a creative play caller that we know he can be. People really want to talk about 2017 and Frank Wright. I do think Frank Wright was a big part, but a big part in just Doug leaning on him. But Doug was the play caller. As much as Frank Wright did help, that's why I really wanted a guy like Jim Caldwell to come in here, because he could have played the Frank Wright role. He could have been helpful to Doug in key situations in the game when we need him to be, and implement some of his strategies with Doug still calling the plays, especially at Caldwell's age, being 64, having health problems. it'd probably benefit him to not call plays, but still put a stamp on an offense. Caroline Caro, what do you think of the rumor of Amari Cooper going to Philly? I think right now, I mean, I was never a big fan of Amari Cooper in Oakland for the simple fact I knew he could have big games, but he also had a lot of games inconsistently. This year was one of his best years. When he was dominant, he was dominant. But when he was hobbled, injured, or just out of the game, he was out of the game. His road record his road stats are really not that good. He's going to want top tier money. If somehow we could finagle away from the Dallas Cowboys, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But he's not like 100%. He's not like on my radar for who I think we should target via the money. Of course, he's better talented-wise than a guy like Robbie Anderson and Brashard Perriman. But, talent equals dollars, and dollars doesn't always equal talent once on a team, injuries and whatnot. So, I would keep it on the radar. But, this was an article just said by David Carr on NFL.com. And the other sources have been just like back road Eagle stuff. There's nobody really reliable in the Eagle source reporting that we're, really going after him, because the Eagles are going to be linked to a lot of people because of the aggressiveness of Harry Roseman. But, it is what it is. James Wello, Paris Ford, thought on him. Not too sure. Like I said, from here on out, it's going to be a lot of, if there's some more updates going on, I'm going to get on here. Like I said, I was going to make a video today, but I am doing a Sixer podcast with my guy, Run It Back. If you like the Sixers, check him out. So I did a Sixers podcast earlier today for about an hour, and so I didn't really have time to do a video, but I wanted to get on here and talk about Aaron Moorhead, the fact that we have all our head coaches, and I'll get into that a little bit more. But I also wanted to speak on the fact that going forward, it's going to be a lot of draft talk and a lot of free agent talk. I'm going to be buckling down James Weller, looking at people like Paris Ford, looking at a lot of key defensive players, a lot of key offensive players. I'm even going to go into some of the offensive linemen I want to draft, not just the sexy pick, but also, the picks that could benefit this team in general. And like I said, I'm going to probably stay away from that first-round pick a little bit. I might do one more video on that. But everybody knows it's either going to be a wide receiver. Well, everybody would like it to be either a wide receiver or corner. The Eagles are known for doing some crazy thing and come out and get like a edge rusher, you know what I'm saying, and not go the route we all want them to go. But with that being said, I think we should I want to talk about second-round pick, third-round pick, and especially the fact that we're getting all these compensatory picks. So we got 2/3, 3/4, 2/5, and there's some talent in the fourth round. There's going to be. So I want to get into some deep diving drafts prospects and some under the radar signings we can do on free agency as well. That will be coming up all next week. The Better Alex, what's good? How you doing? Yeah, you came into the podcast with Run It Back and me a little bit late, but it is what it is. Michael Bernardo, what's going on, my guy? Well, how you doing? Philly Ace 21, what's going on? What's going on? I'm a little concerned, Michael Bernardo. I'm a little concerned with all these coaching additions. We waited too long. Yeah, we waited too long. So we got some, bottom barrel coaches, I could believe. You can call it that. Another thing is, I don't think as much as we waited so long, because we tried. We tried for the James Urban, the Mike Kafka, the Graham Harrell, the Kevin O'Connor, the Jim. I don't understand what happened with the Jim Caldwell situation. Like, we interviewed him. He's sitting here patiently. He did not take a job with any other team. Did we just say because of his age, we don't want to bring him on? Like, the guys we got, I think they're trying to look for the future. I don't know. But like I said, the main two, the fact that they promoted Press Taylor to the passing game coordinator, but they have Andrew Briner, the guy we hired from Mississippi State University, who was the passing game coordinator there. He is the passing game quarter analyst. He's going to be checking on Press Taylor, I believe. And Rich Scanganello, the offensive coordinator for the Broncos last year, is our senior offensive assistant, whatever that means. I think that's a nice way to say you're not the OC, but we're going to listen to you pretty close. Do what you got to do, and maybe next year you can be the OC, something like that. Michael Bernardo, desperate decisions. Yeah, it is. But at the end of the day, with Doug Peterson calling the plays, it's going to be up to him to get us over the hump, especially if we're healthy. If this team is healthy, and we hit on our draft picks, there's no reason why Doug Peterson can't call plays and get us into the playoffs. It's going to be a lot of pressure on him, though, because he's not going to be able to have no scapegoats. Caroline Caro, do you think we can draft CeeDee Lamb? I mean, it'd be a miracle if he slipped up to us, but I doubt it. The only way we draft in CeeDee Lamb if Howie Roseman has the trick up his sleeve to get. I don't think CeeDee Lamb goes in the top 10. I think either he's going to go Judy or Lamb. One of them's going to go right inside the top 10, and one of them's going to go right outside the top 10. And I think Henry Ruggs can fall to like 13, 14, 15, 16. So possibly could move up for him as well with a cheaper value move up. Fred Scott, what is going on, my dude? We don't need to go with any Dallas Cowboys. I hear you. When it all comes down to it, that's my most hated team. Of course, I don't like the New York Giants or the Washington Redskins, but there's something about these damn Cowboys that just always have me. Devin Warmack. Devin Warmack signed Justin Simmons, safety from Denver. I hear you. He's a free safety or strong safety. Clarence Boykin, what is going on? How you doing today? What's going on with you? Philly Ace 21. I hope the Eagles can do good in the draft and get the right players for the Eagles. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, getting the players that will fit your scheme, that are coachable, that you can see the future. Drew Johnson, it sounds a mess. Well, you're talking about the coaching staff? Drew Johnson, elaborate. I think that's what I think it called about, because when I think of mess, I think of this long list of coaches, which I'm going to go over a little bit because now we get more people in there. I want to talk about that, and I want to get some of your opinions on these coaching staff members. Caroline Carl, hopefully we stay healthy for the new season. 100%. That is going to be more than half of the battle. Philly Ace 21, what do you think of Henry Ruggs? I think you said Ruggs, didn't mean to write Riggs. And on that note, I believe if there's a chance we can move up and get him, or if he's at 21, we automatically take him. And if he's teetering at 15, 16, you're hearing rumors in the draft. If you're in the draft room and you're hearing rumors that he can possibly slip at 15, you might have to move up, because I think he's a game changer at the wide receiver position. I'm the kind of person that if we can't get Ruggs, Lamb, or Judy, will consider going cornerback first and then dip it into the wide receiver pool second round. Amari Slayer, bro, I would have been satisfied. I would have been satisfied if they promoted Deuce to the running back coordinator and pressed for a passing game coordinator. If they just was going to keep this press, keep press. Yeah. I mean, Deuce keeps getting passed up. I don't really know what it is. I don't know what the reason is. Devin Warmack, strong. Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, especially if we're going to lose Ronnie McLeod, we're going to need to fill his shoes. I think we draft a safety too, but I wouldn't be opposed to signing a veteran safety and drafting a safety as well, because, Malcolm Jenkins don't got a long time left. Drew Johnson, the coaching staff. Yeah, I mean, you move Press Taylor up to the passing coordinator. You promote him to be the quarterback coach plus the passing game coordinator, Press Taylor, that is. You keep Jeff Stoutland as the run game coordinator. You say we're going to have no offensive coordinators, but then you bring in two new guys, Andrew Briner from Mississippi State as the passing game analysis now, and you bring in Rich Scangarello as the senior offensive assistant, which I believe they're really trying to basically say he's the OC along with Doug. Well, Doug's going to be calling the play, so he is what it is. But then you got guys like Matt Burke, who's not just a D-line game, but he's also part of the run game coordinator. You got Markin Manuel, the DB coach. Aaron Moorhead, our new wide receiver coach. The guy played 5 years with the Colts, won a Super Bowl as a backup, was the wide receiver coach for Virginia Tech, Texas A&M, and Vanderbilt. But I mean, like, nothing jumps off the page with that. Then you got a bunch of assistant defenders and a guy and an assistant coordinator for the defense, and Dino Vasso, and TJ Paganetti as the assistant to the run game coordinator and assistant to Deuce Staley in the runner back. So it's a bunch of like mix and match mingle things where you got one guy with a title, the guy assisting him, just a lot of assistance and a lot of movement. But at the end of the day, it's going to be up to Doug Peterson's play calling. So, Clarence Boykin, do you think we keep Jenkins? I'm not really sure what they're going to do, especially the fact that Harry Roseman's talked about, getting younger, but then who knows with Harry Roseman. If it was my decision, I know he wants a raise. I think he makes $7 million right now. Like the top safeties in the game get paid like $14 million. No way would I go up that high, but I would pay him like $10 million this year if he would come back for this year. He's getting older. It is going to be time that we have to move on. We have to look for the future. That's why I believe we draft a safety either way. But Malcolm Jenkins did a lot for this team. He played in the box. He rushes the passer on blitz. He D's the runner back coming out the slot. Out the backfield. He D's a slot receiver at times. D's a tight end. Spies the quarterback. Plays safety when he needs to. He does a lot for this team. And the one thing we can say, we want to get younger. I know, 100% we want to get younger. But we want to get younger for the same reason why we don't want old people. They get hurt too easily. This guy, Malcolm Jenkins, played every snap last year. He's durable. We got 21-year-olds and 22-year-olds getting hurt before Malcolm Jenkins. So he is old. Don't get me wrong. And I do want to get younger. And we got to get younger at a lot of positions. But the dude's getting on the field. He's getting on the field. $3 million raise if he would take it. Let's go. That's what I would try to do with him. Johnny Walker, speed at wide receiver and corner. Yep, I agree 100%. Speed is what we need because we have our possession receivers. Even if a guy like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside never amounts to anything. Not saying he won't, but I'm not super sure he will. But I'm not saying he won't. But you got your possession receivers in guys like Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. They're not receivers, but they're the guys who are going to get you that 10-yard possession catch, that possession red zone threat. You want a red zone threat, a big target, you got two tight ends. So we can deal with speed guys on the outside. You get a guy like Robbie Anderson in the free agency. You get a guy like Henry Ruggs, or if we have to go to the second round, like a Hamler, a Rieger, or something along the lines. I'm not sure if we would end up going cornerback in the first, who would be my set target for the second round wide receiver. Like I said, it's flip-flop with them two positions. Mirslat, bro, the Eagles owner needed to step in before this happened. I don't get the idea, and I don't got idea what our record be like. I still think the team, listen, part of the reason why we've been struggling for the last 2 years is health. So let's just get – it's hard, though. Health is never guaranteed, though, so it's going to be rough. Devin Warmack, I'm definitely feeling the way the Eagles are going. It's going to be exciting. Nail the draft, though, and free agency. Yes, it's big, man. 10 picks. The compensatory picks are going to be big. 2/3, 3/4, 2/5. I like it. Mirslat, I'm telling you, Deuce the guy. He knows how to develop and knows how to use the runner backs. He would have been good. I'm telling you, he's going to leave us. The first bag get thrown at him. Treat him like he ain't nothing. I agree. The way these outcomes has been happening for a guy like Deuce Staley, he interviewed multiple times. It keeps getting passed over. Eventually, he's going to walk, and he did do a good job with the runner back group. He brought the best out of Miles Sanders. I agree. Johnny Walker, Alshon Aguilar have to go. I agree. Aguilar's 100% going. Alshon, I'm trying to find a way to get him going. But at the end of the day, I don't think you can trade somebody who is on the IR. And so we have to find a trade partner. Make sure it's a good trade because we're not going to get much. People who say we're going to get a second-round pick for a guy who's older, had nagging injuries, Liz Frank, it's just not realistic, but I'm trying to figure out the best way we can move on from him. I agree. If we can't and he gets healthy, I play him the rest of the season to, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, because I was hearing that he's not going to be able to come back until week 8. And so set week 7, week 8, middle of the season, the trade deadline might be up. So you can't trade him. You can have him. You can't have him on the squad just making that much money and not playing. And the dude is good. He can be a good receiver if he can ever get fully healthy. That's the thing, though. I don't know if he ever can. He hasn't been healthy since the Super Bowl. Philly Age 21. I want the Philadelphia Eagles to win at least 3 Super Bowl rings. You and me both, bro. You and me both. Devin Warmack. Actually, Simmons plays the same position as Jenkins, 24 years old, bro. Exactly. So you sign a guy like that. And just because you play free safety, nowadays safeties can be more integrated. It's more easier for safeties to play different sides because especially like Malcolm Jenkins, he plays safety, but he's always in the box. He's in the slot. He's all over the place. So you can pretty much play another free safety with Jenkins. And a strong safety with Jenkins. Caroline Carroll. People should stop hating on Jeffrey. He wasn't healthy this year. He will improve. Like I said, healthy Jeffries can get some stuff done, but at the end of the day, I don't know if he's ever going to be able to get healthy. So, and here's another thing about Alshon. If he can get behind Carson Wentz, it's too, because at the end of the day, Carson Wentz is the franchise quarterback for this team. And if you can't get behind him, I mean, whoever you are, you're going to have a hard time playing in Philly. Eagle clips, what is going on? If you like great clips, you like watching Eagle highlights, you like hearing some good music, some really tough Eagle clips, it's in his name. Go check him out. Eagle Clips. He's in the link. Click on his page. Subscribe to this man. He's a great YouTube content creator when it comes to just highlights and clips. And you want to feel some good if you want to get hyped watching Eagle highlights, Eagle clips, check them out. Fred Scott, we need a young defense. I agree. Young and hungry. Murder Music, where the 76er news? Yo, we going to do this, and that's what I said. I'm getting off of here at 8:05. I'm not going to be able to stream the game. I want to start streaming and going live during 76ers games. I'm going to get that right. I don't want to do it up here, and I got to get my system right. And so we're going to talk about it after the game. After the game, I'm going to have my 76ers post game. Just hopefully I'm on here talking about, wow, look at this. Something happened. But we all know the way Brent Brown is using these players, the fact that Embiid just looks a little bit lazy. Ben Simmons, right now, at least somebody, I heard in the Run It Back podcast, somebody said it in the comments because I was on there today. I don't know if you checked it out, Murder Music. If you were in the thing, me and Run It Back, we're going to start doing more collabs, not only on the Sixers, but on the Eagles too. Run It Back does Eagle content too. He just been slacking on it. Same way I was slacking with the Sixers. But that team meeting they had, hopefully something good came out of the team meeting when it comes to Al Horford, Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons. Kevin Crowan, I did the NFL drafting that you put in your video, and it won't let me do trades. Oh, yeah, because the trades, I think website, it's like they do a lot of different things, and they give you a lot of different information too, but it's something that you have to like subscribe to and pay monthly. But I just do the free stuff. So I don't think you can do trades unless you subscribe to there. But what I like about that is you still get to see the type of players that are going to be around your pick, depending on how the draft changes and varies. So I do like it. And February 11th or 12th, like coming up, the compensatory picks that we have, the 2/3, the 3/4 should be implemented into that system. So it's fun. It's cool. Bobby Moore bullies. I don't trust Alshon's hand. Drops too many balls. Yeah. He was dropping balls a lot at the end of his time here, but I think it's because he's trying to cover up for all these lingering injuries, groin, arm, side stuff. You know what I'm saying? So his mind is set to protect himself because he's already injured, so he's dropping balls. That's what I think. I think Alshon, when healthy, can be good still, but the age he has and the lingering injuries, who knows if he can ever get that way. So I'm all for moving Alshon if we can get him moved somehow. Bubba 0224, the Eagles have the future safeties on their rosters. They need to move Douglas and have Jenkins shadow him for a year and put Maddox at free safety. Yes, that I would love that. I would love to see Douglas move to safety. That's why he's good in like zone, because he can come up and make the hit. He's just not fast enough to play man on the outside against a speed receiver. But I think he'd be a great safety. And I do believe Avonte Maddox, very versatile, very athletic, could be a safety too. That's why when I first talked about the Logan Ryan thing, I was like, come on, man, he's a slot corner. I see the toughness in him. He's not elite. But he's productive and he's durable. So he's better than most of our corners. So I did come around on a Logan Ryan talk about, because they are interested in him in free agency. And if you do end up moving a guy like Douglas to safety or Maddox to safety or something like that, because we end up losing Ronnie McLeod and or Malcolm Jenkins holds out, so you move Douglas to safety, you move Avonte Maddox to safety, and then you got a guy like Logan Ryan, who was one of the best slot corners in the NFL last year. I was saying that, with all the slot corners we have, I'm not sure if we want to put him on the outside or what, but you do that and you move these guys to the safety position. You put Logan Ryan in the slot, you already got somebody. And then you end up, drafting a corner in the draft. He might not be able to come out and start right away unless he's a first-round guy. Jordan Plays 110. Jay, what's going on? How are you doing tonight? How many of you guys in here are going to watch the Sixers game at 8 o'clock? Because I know I got a lot of Eagle fans, but some of you guys, they probably like the Eagles and the Sixers, but I know some of you guys only mess with the Eagles and either don't watch basketball or go your separate way when it comes to the basketball world. But I want to watch this, man. We've been on a 3-game losing streak, and I have to just see what's going on because, just like we wanted to fire some of our coaches, Brent Brown is on the hot seat. Kevin Crowan, when is your next live stream? You one like not today, my next one. I don't know, to be honest. I'm gonna start doing more live streams. I did a live stream today because I couldn't get a video out because I did a live stream earlier today with DJ Eastward. He's with the Run It Back podcast. He talks a lot about Sixers and Eagles, all Philly sports. We did a Sixers podcast, and so yeah, I want to start doing, just to say this, I want to start doing live streams so people who are in here, they can hear and remember, because today, again, I put this live stream up 5 minutes before I hopped on, but I want to start doing live streams every Thursday to talk about a topic. I'm going to be doing them here and there throughout the week. I want to get my system right where I can live stream Sixers games, and when the Eagles come back around, live stream that. But I want to get a green screen so it's not just me talking and that's it. You guys can see the scores of the team as well, so all that good stuff. I'm trying to do big things for 2020 with this channel for you guys, with you guys, but I appreciate all the support I get from you guys. Sergio Gonzalez, have they chosen an OC yet? Sergio, I don't know how you didn't hear it because it's been all over, all Eagle stuff, but I understand. There's going to be no offensive coordinator chosen for the Philadelphia Eagles. We are going OC list this year. I made a joke in my last video. We're going to go offensive coordinator by committee. You know how a lot of people do runner backs by committee? We're doing offensive coordinator by committee because we upgrade Press Taylor, the quarterback coach, to the quarterback coach and passing game coordinator. Rich Scanganello, the Broncos offensive coordinator, is now on the Eagle staff, but not as an offensive coordinator, as a senior offensive assistant, whatever that means. Hint, hint. OC. And Doug Peterson is going to be calling the play. So Sergio Gonzalez, they have not chosen an OC, and they won't be this year. Murder Music, MB fat and need to lose weight ASAP. He not fit, and he shows in his play. Better without Joel to me. I thought I would never say something like that because I'm a big Joel Embiid fan. I think he's the best center in the NBA. But yes, I've watched these last couple games, and he looks sluggish. He looks slow. He also looks like he just kind of like gave up a little bit. Like you can tell in his play, look at his post games. I mean, like he's holding back. He wants to say some stuff, and he is giving a couple slides. Like I got to go out to the 3-point line to create space because no one else can. He's not doing what he should be doing. He's not doing what he wants to do. And I think all that is affecting his play. I think he's not preparing as good because we know he tends to go to Chick-fil-A and eat all that fast food garbage. And he said, and he was making it a point last year and the start of this year to, get in shape and eat healthy and eat right and do what he needs to do for this team. And I don't know. Ben Simmons looks aggressive when he's not there. When he's there, Ben Simmons goes back to only shooting 7 shots. So it's rough. And we got to get something going. We need to get Josh Richardson back. We need to integrate these 2 new shooting guards. We got Glenn Robinson and Alex Burke from the Golden State Warriors. We got to do something because it's not looking good. To go where we were last year to here is pretty bad. Kevin Crowan, go Sixers. That's what I'm talking about. Philly all day. Show Enough 215. What is going on? How you doing today? Bubba 0224. The Eagles need to go hard after James Bradbury. He should be our top free agent target. If you've been subscribed to me for a minute, Bubba 0224, I don't know. If you look at my, I think it was 3 videos ago when the Logan Ryan's news broke, I came out and said, I kind of said I wasn't too into Logan Ryan because he plays more slot corner, and I think we're okay there. And I did say again, unless we start moving some of our corners that should be safeties as safeties because of the safety predicament we're in, then I would maybe go after Logan Ryan. But I said in there to James Bradbury, it would be my top cornerback free agent target. Now, you got guys in there like Byron Jones. He's good. But he's a Cowboy. I mean, I'm not that big that he's a Cowboy. I don't like that he's a Cowboy. Don't get me wrong. But he's not Lionel Scandrick. He's not that kind of dude. But anyways, a guy like Byron Jones compared to a guy like James Bradbury, pretty close. Byron Jones does get the upper hand, I guess. But you're paying a lot more for a guy like Byron Jones. Byron Jones is going to cost you top cornerback dollars when James Bradbury wouldn't. I believe you. I agree with you 100%. James Bradbury should be our top cornerback target in free agency. I like him a lot. I said that in that video too. And people, one or two people commented and said, you think James Bradbury is better than Logan Ryan? And then I expressed saying, I don't think Logan Ryan's bad, but yes, I would take Bradbury over Logan Ryan. Anthony Pausano, the 76ers are going to lose, in my opinion, because the Bucks are going to be at home. Yeah, and at the end of the day, that's where it comes down to. The Philadelphia 76ers are 22-2 at home. An amazing home record, and our road record is 9-18 on the road. And out of them 9 wins, only 1 win is a team against a team over 500. So we already have a horrible road record with a 9-18 record. As that sounds, it already sounds horrible. It just makes it more hurtful to hear out of them 9 wins, only one of them teams were over 500. Like, what are we doing? 36 Dom Jones. What is going on? Fly Eagles fly all day, every day. Sergio Gonzalez. I believe that if the Sixers win tonight, it could be the one that turns it around. Hey, if we win tonight, no Jay Rich, still not the 2 Ben shooters we got in Glenn Robinson and Alex Burke. If somehow Ben Horford, Tobias, and Joel Embiid had that team meeting, come out and ball out, it just might be able to get some type of mojo back. But Brent Brown is the guy who can destroy a mojo in a second. Bubba 0224, Embiid's whole body language is telling everybody in this organization he doesn't want to be here no more because of the direction this organization we lost. The direction this organization went last offseason. Yeah, I think losing Jimmy Butler kind of hurt. And yes, 100% his body language is not the Embiid that we all know. Show Enough 215, got to make a power move and draft one of these star wide receivers. Or Okuda, no more mediocrity. Yeah, but I think that's the one cornerback that's going to fall inside the top 10. So we would have to move some things around to get a guy like that. Body more bullies. The 76ers need a Chris Paul type point guard. 100%. That's what they need. They need a guy. And again, I don't like Raul Neto. And I'm very upset that I don't understand why Brent Brown does not play Trey Burke. And he won't play him no more because we waived Trey Burke today. With that being said, I don't understand. Even a guy like Raw Neto, who I'm not big on, when Raw Neto's in the game, just moving the ball around, Ben Simmons a different type of animal. He's just a different type of animal. Murder Music, Joel partying too much and eating too much junk food. As a star player, he needs to hire a chef. Yeah. Nowadays, if you want to be listen, nobody has that Mamba mentality anymore where they put their game over everything else. While they're playing, that's the most important thing to them. And I don't understand why more players don't do that. Joel always talks about being the best, but he's not putting in that sacrifice. I agree 100%. He's living life and trying to play basketball on the side when it should be the opposite while you're playing. Kevin Crowan, Sixers waive Trey Burke. Who is the backup point guard now, and who will come off the bench to replace James Ennis on the roster because he got traded? Yeah, no James Ennis, no Trey Burke, no Kyle Quinn, no Jordan Bolden. Jordan Bolden is trash anyways. What do you call it? James Ennis, the replacement is going to be the Glenn Robinson and Alex Burke trade, but they got to pass their physical, so they won't be on until the next game. But yeah, these next couple of games are going to show us where this team's going because we're on a 3-game losing streak, a horrible losing streak, and we got to start making moves. Fred Scott, Philly Mike, do you think Doug Peterson will use Boston Scott and Greg Ward this season? He better. Greg Ward better be the starting wide receiver in the slot. He better be our slot receiver to start the season 100%. Boston Scott should be utilized as well, especially if we don't sign Jordan Howard back, which I would like to sign Jordan Howard back. But you got to use it. Deuce Staley's good with keep moving all 3 backs and getting them all in use. I believe we still would use a guy like Boston Scott. Anthony Posensano, I hope the Eagles get Amari Cooper. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad if they got Amari Cooper. I just want to see more reliable sources report it. Derek Carr was reporting it on NFL Network, and then a couple like low-key sites reported it, but nothing like Eagle-related, like Tim McManus, John Clark. None of the big dogs who are in the Eagle circle have been reporting that we're looking for him. So I hear you, though, at the end of the day, Amari Cooper's a good player. I do think he's inconsistent, though. I wasn't a big fan of Amari Cooper. Oh, yeah, the game on. Yeah, I'm going to be ending this soon. I wasn't a big fan of Amari Cooper. Let me see. I wasn't a big fan of Amari Cooper in Oakland. Get the game. Because he had good games, bad games. Good game, bad game. And even this year, he showed that when on the road, he didn't perform. He had great games this year at home against poor competition. The whole Dallas Cowboys look good against poor competition, but he's really inconsistent. And the one thing about Amari Cooper, he's going to want top wide receiver money. Maybe not number 1, but top 5 wide receiver money. And I'm not sure I can pay top 5 wide receiver money for the inconsistency of Amari. But if we got him, I wouldn't be mad. I just wouldn't think of him as the number 1 target. Murder Music, again, thank you for letting me know the game's on. I'm going to check it on the phone, end this up in 5 minutes. I don't know why I'm rushing to this game, though, because I might, even if I wait 5-10 minutes before I go downstairs, I might go downstairs and see that we're losing by 15 already. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to check it out, though, on here real quick. Where was that? Clarence Boykins, what do we do with Corey Clement? Oof. Corey Clement's not going to be back on the team. I mean, after separating his shoulder or whatever he got, injured him to get out, he's a free agent this year. I don't see him signing him back. Even if we don't go Jordan Howard route because of the money-wise, you got Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, and well, then at that point, I don't know. I've read something about Jordan Howard where if we would try to sign him back, like in the beginning of free agency, we lose one of our picks or something like that. Or we have to give a pick up because we signed him before a certain clause. So I think we're going to try to wait. Hopefully nobody takes him and then try to sign him back. I don't know. But at the end of the day, Corey Clement is probably not going to be there. Bubba 0224, no, we don't need Cooper, especially for the money he wants. He's way too inconsistent, and he's a soft player in Philly. Hey, kind of said what I said. I didn't say about the Philly part, but I agree. He's a good receiver. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's better than mainly all our receivers, not Deshaun Jackson, because there are different types. He goes deep. But I just think the cost reward is not right there. Sergio Gonzalez. Gonna watch the game, bro. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm about to get off and watch the game too. It's just saying now, tip off is start to start. Kevin Garden, go Flyers and Phillies. Hey, yeah, I'm Philadelphia, everything. Superhero 18, what's going on? Is Cooper young enough to be around Wentz long term? Cooper's young because he came into the league really young. I don't want to, this is not a fact, but I think Cooper's probably around 24 years old. 20. He's younger than Carson Wentz, put it that way. He's definitely younger than Carson Wentz. He could grow with Carson Wentz, but at the end of the day, that's big time money for a guy who has ups and downs. If I'm paying, 18, 19 plus million a year, I want a Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, a Michael Thomas, a Antonio Brown, not Antonio Brown, like the Antonio Brown type without all that extra stuff. I want one of them top receivers who are going to keep doing stuff. You know what I mean? But he is young, could grow. I could see it. I mean, if the Eagles got him, I wouldn't be like, damn, pissed off. I would just be like, could have spent money better, but let's see. Beat up on the Cowboys. Superhero 18, my whole thing is whoever fits around Wentz is the most who we should target. I agree. And that's why I like a guy like Robbie Anderson. He's going to be only probably like 11 million a year, something along them lines. He's young. And he, as soon as this offseason started, he tweeted 11 and 11 looking good, meaning, he's number 11. Carson Wentz number 11 is looking good. So I like that. Kara Poole, yeah, man. Shame on you. Shame on you. Clarence Boykin, what do you think of Holyfield's son? Actually, if you go back, go deep into my my videos, because you probably are a newer subscriber. I did a video when we signed him about Holyfield. I like him. I think he runs really, really hard. And the funny thing is Doug Peterson was looking at him to draft him out of, I think he was a Georgia Bulldog. And Doug Peterson was actually looking at him to draft him and just kind of went a different route because we already had Miles Sanders and blah, blah, blah. But he was big on the kid, and I did a little video about it. Go check it out if you want. Show enough 215. No on all cow bums. I hear you. But yeah, and certain ones, like you got to think, remember, I still remember Easy as Philly. Remember him and Dak Prescott on the sidelines? But, at the end of the day, it's a business. And see, if you're a long life Cowboy fan like Orlando Scandrick, you have some ties, you feel some type of way. Well, let's see what's going on in the game real quick. You have some ties, you feel some type of way to the city. But someone like Amari Cooper gets traded here for a year or two. They don't sign him and he dips. He's like, oh, I can't do that. He's like, forget the Cowboys just as much as the next guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Joel B just missed. Yeah, I'm about to be ending this soon so I can go watch this game. And here, like, no pressure, nothing like that. Don't even do it this video. But, with me being monetized now, I did just enable Super Chat. So we try to do that in the future. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't do this for that. I do this because I love talking Philadelphia sports. Simple and plain, Eagles, Sixers, all that good stuff. But, I did get monetized, and I appreciate all the support you guys do by just clicking and watching the videos. Just watching the official videos, not just the lives, but just watching the videos every day. Appreciate the support all day. But, because of you guys watching my videos, subscribing to the channel, showing the love, like I said, I'm right around 1,630, in the 30s, 1,630 some subscribers, and it's all because of you guys. You guys are the real MVPs, and you keep me motivated to talk Eagles. And what I like about you guys is because when I put a video out, you guys comment, and I like what you guys talk about. You guys, sometimes you don't sugarcoat it. You guys say, what are you talking about? Are you dumb? And then sometimes you agree with me, but it's all about what the topic is, and I do love all your input when it comes to Philadelphia sports. Zamiah Watson, if Amari don't re-sign, scoop him up. We got the against Amari's in here and the for Amari's in here. And I'm at the point where, like, I wouldn't make it my personal decision to go get him. But, I'm not going to be mad if they do, because of the fact that, I think he's a different type of player than a guy like Orlando Scandrick, doesn't have ties to Dallas and all that good stuff. Clarence Boykins, how do I get a wrench, my guy? Oh, I got you. Good looking. Watson, man, I'm too late. Stupid Overwatch. I'm too late. Stupid Overwatch. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, I'm about to get off here because I'm about to go watch the Sixers game. Like I said, for you guys in here still, before you guys leave this stream, just smash that like button. Something like that's all you gotta do real quick. Hit the like button. Don't hurt to hit the like button. It's free to hit the like button. But yeah, I want to start doing live streams on Thursday. So every Thursday at 7 o'clock, I want to start doing this. So now that I'll say that I'll do community post about it. So today I just came on 5 minutes right before. So I put the stream to start at 7:25 at 7:20. So I didn't give no time because of, doing the Run It Back podcast with my guy, DJ Eastwood. And, it is what it is. So, like I said, thanks for joining in and watching. Love all the support you guys give me. Hopefully the Sixers win today, and hopefully the Eagles do some more good stuff. Hopefully when free agent comes, we really get guys that we need. I would like to get at least one cornerback, one wide receiver, and a different defensive player in the free agency before we head into the draft. With that being said, I go by Philly Mike. If you're in here for some reason and not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on the way out. We out.